And today we're doing something impulsive. My evening of luxury. So cute, right?
Do a whole blanket in 1 week.
I'm in dangerous territory right here. Hello, beautiful. Welcome to my channel. I'm Jodee, and today we're doing something impulsive. We are going into Joanne. Boom, Joanne. And we are going to go get some yarn so we can see how much I can knit in 1 week. Now, you know, I do work full time and I do have all kinds of other exciting activities that go on in my family. But I wanted to see how much I can knit in 1 week. And I'm going to try to set myself up for success by doing a chunky project, but we'll see. I don't know if we're going to be able to do it. I would like to do a blanket. I have a very specific blanket in mind. I'll put it up right here, right next to me. And I have done her cowl, and I've also done her hat. And both of those worked up so quickly. So in my mind, I think I could actually do a whole blanket in 1 week because it's going to be chunky. So let's go get some yarn and get started on this journey. So if you like what I'm doing, please do me a favor, hit that subscribe button because this is your channel and I'm your girl. Okay, they do not have the color or the brand that I was interested in getting. I kind of made my decision up before I came here so that way I didn't have to do this, and now I'm looking at everything. I feel like I'm in dangerous territory right here. I should not be looking at more yarn, but I am. Look at that beautiful yarn. I'm so excited. Okay, this is going to be amazing. Let's go pay for it. Y'all, I'm so excited. I don't know. Should I start it tonight? I think I should start it tonight. We'll see. I did print off the pattern, so I know what the pattern is. And I might just have to get started. We'll see. Day one, I'm sitting in the parking lot. And I've worked all day today. And now I'm at my daughter's school, so we could do a cheerleading meeting. So I have about a half an hour, a little bit under a half an hour before that meeting starts, and then I'm going to start getting into the project. I'm really excited. I have this half an hour to kind of get started. I wanted to start it like right away when I got home with all of the yarn, but unfortunately I did not have needles, so I had to go out and get needles today. And I'm using Cloudtopia from K&C, which is 28% polyamide, 14% merino wool, and 58% baby alpaca. And then I'm using this is Superwash Wool Luxe, 100% Superwash Merino Fine Wool. And these are some soft as could be fibers. I'm excited. I'm gonna get started. Okay, I hope you can hear me. I have the fan on in my room. This is what I got done while I was waiting for cheerleading to start. I was all excited, I was jazzed, I was moving forward. And then I got to my second row, the end of my second row, and I realized on my first row, I did something wrong, like on every stitch except for the first one. So instead of trying to make it a design element, I'm gonna go back and fix it. It's very early in this. I'm just gonna go ahead and do it because it's gonna bug me.
2 hours later.
I'm about to wrap it up for the night, but I just wanted to show you where I am after day one. 2 hours and 15 minutes worth of knitting. This does include me completely pulling out the project and starting over. So I did it, got 2 rows in, tried to go back and make my correction, and I didn't like how it was going, so I just pulled it all out and started over again. And then I got back to where I was, and then I did an extra 5 rows, but that's 2.5 hours of work. Just this little bit. And chunky yarn. We're gonna see how far we get. Day 1, done. Day 2, I managed to carve out some time to knit and enjoy some of my favorite YouTubers.
And there is one velvet sparkle scrunchie in the color licorice.
This is the end of day 2. I'm starting to see the pattern come together. So this is the border, and then you could start to see the little dots that are starting to come out. What I find about this pattern is you don't often see the pattern coming together until you really have quite a bit. I mean, I could see it. I'm not like impressed right now, but once it starts to come together, it really looks good. So I'm trusting the process, but I thought I'd got much more done than I did today, but I guess I didn't. But still, day 2 in the books. Day 3, I ran for some takeout because I had the whole house to myself for the evening and I was excited. It's 5:37 in the evening. Yes, I am sitting in bed. This is my evening of luxury, eating Indian food and working on my blanket. I am looking forward to doing that this evening. I'm really tired. I just want to relax. Day 3, 3 hours and 30 minutes of knitting. And I thought I would get farther than I actually am. I'm tired today, so I'm moving a little slow. But what I've decided to do is start keeping track of how much I'm doing per day. So this is today from here to here. I mean, it's not so bad because look, it's a lap blanket, so it's kind of big. But still, it's coming together. The dots don't seem to be sticking out very well with this fiber. This fiber is a little bit thinner and a little bit softer than what is recommended for this blanket, but I'm still liking it. I think it's going to be nice and cozy. Day 4 was a Friday, and I had to get my hair done and go to a football game. So I pulled out my knitting whenever I had a free moment. Progress was derailed last night at the football game. I was too distracted and I left my pattern somewhere. I don't know where it is. So I only got 2 rows done while I was at the football game. I had expected to really go to town with it. So now it is 5:30 in the evening on Saturday, another day that I thought I would have many more hours to knit, and I don't, but I'm gonna get at it and see how much I can get done this evening. I made pretty good progress yesterday. This is what I did last night. However, I didn't tell you about it last night because I became frustrated with myself. As you can see, I have done the same row a couple of times. So I actually have to go back and get rid of this row and then do the correct row. But we're making progress. Slow progress because I keep making mistakes. I don't know why.
Foolish me, I didn't know because I didn't know. Usually I do squares back and forth. Don't have any problem with that, so I learned from this.
I love the weekends because I can relax and usually get a lot of knitting done. And that was actually the case for this Sunday afternoon. Didn't get to spend as much time as I wanted to working on this today, but I did get some pretty good quality time. Did all of this right there. So that's pretty good. Not too bad. Actually, it's the most I've gotten to work on the blanket all week. So far, so good. One more day. Do you think we're going to finish it? The last day of the experiment, and oh boy, we only did 2 rows. I'll do a wrap up tomorrow, but it's coming along. It's just coming along. And I knitted for 1 hour this evening. Remember when I said this?
In my mind, I think I could actually do a whole blanket in 1 week because it's gonna be
well. I was a little overzealous. Clearly, that did not happen. Here's how far I got. I mean, right now, I basically have what amounts to a large pillow cover. So I did not get very far, but I did spend a lot of time knitting this week. It's about average for what I knit. I'll make sure I put down below. I don't remember exactly off the top of my head. I'll put down below exactly how many hours I knit. And that's about average for me, except for the one day where I forgot my pattern and had to stop after like 20 minutes. So I guess I should be just happy and proud with what I got. But, you know, listen, a lap blanket, it was a little overzealous, right? It looks good though. It's very pretty. You cannot see the stitch definition very well because I used 2 different colors. So lesson learned, But here's why I thought I would get through a whole blanket in a week, because I actually did this in one day, and look at the stitch definition. So much better when it's a solid color. And so you basically put this on, it's a cowl, and it's so cute, right? So I did a second one. This one is with a different yarn, but very similar. Once again, extremely cute. And then I was like, okay, let me make her hat. So I made her hat, which is so cute, right? This is such a great little pattern from this designer, and all of them have the same design. Look, oh, don't want to mess up my hair, but look, all of them have the same design, but you can see them better with a solid color. Now, the difference between this blanket and these is obviously the fabric. The fabric is much thicker here. It's also solid. This is thinner, and it's very drapey. It's gonna be a nice blanket, but it's not as thick. So I learned my lesson, but you know what? I had a great time. And I wanna tell you, I'm really glad that I'm sharing my knitting with you now, because it's really kind of become a passion of mine. And I know I've been teasing that I'm gonna do some videos about knitting, but I've been kind of scared to show it to you because I'm not that good at it. And I'm very new to knitting. I've only been knitting for a year now. So please tell me if you really like this video, leave me a comment below, hit the like, share it with a friend, because I know a lot of you come to see the thrifting, but beauty on a budget to me means living your life in a way that is good for your budget. So whether it's making items, whether it's thrifting, whether it is redecorating on a budget, that's what beauty on a budget means for me. Looking like $1 million bucks, but not spending $1 million bucks. And that's what this channel is going to be about moving forward. I'm just going to talk to you about my passion, and hopefully you stick along for the ride, and hopefully you're, my beautiful sister that understands where I'm coming from and really likes to come back week after week. And for those of you who do come back week after week, you really mean a lot to me. I'm so thankful for you, and I love it when you comment because I want to talk with you back. And so this is extremely special to me. It was nerve-wracking to do this video, but I'm hoping that you liked it. And if you do, don't forget to tell me below, because I want to talk with you in the comments. I really appreciate you. So I'll see you next week. I'll be back with a new video. Who knows what it's going to be about, but it's going to be about beauty on a budget, and we're going to have a great time. So I'll see you in the next video. Thank you so much for tuning in. I love you dearly. Bye.